car in New England could run against your car in Georgia, and you have a benevolent fund for drivers that were hurt, and really make it into something. Have a real national champion. I mean, you could make yourself into anything. I have an entry plane from the High Point race in 1941, and it says you are allowed to call yourself any kind of champion. The more the merrier, right?
That would work today.
Yeah, probably would. Yeah, I was trained with us. But anyway, he got the best promoters and drivers and mechanics and all them together in 1947 for a 4-day series of meetings up there at the Streamline Hotel, and they came up with NASCAR. So now it's a multi-billion-dollar-a-year enterprise, and it came about because of a 25-cent phone call that wasn't accepted in 1938. So, Buddy Hankinson, Ralph's son, lived to be quite an older fella. And then, of course, Bill France Jr., he only died in 2007. So I got to believe that there were times when Bill Jr. would bump into Buddy and go, nah. If your dad had accepted that phone call.
Like buying Apple Star, right? Or Microsoft.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the one that's away.
Yeah.
Exactly. But the first year of NASCAR competition was modified as a pre-war coupe because the American auto manufacturers had not gotten up to speed after World War II. So they had to wait until mid-1949 to run the Cup Series. So they ran that first one in June of 1949. And they only ran about 9 races that year, but Lee Petty, Richard's father, brought out the very first caution flag in that series history. What happened was he didn't have a car to run, so he borrowed his neighbor's brand new Buick. And the whole family loaded in the car, and they drove down from Greensboro to Charlotte, and they stopped at a gas station, and they put the car up on the lift, and they took the muffler off, and they strapped the door shut, and they changed the oil, and they made sure the tires had the right air. And anyway, Lee goes out there and he goes racing. Well, he loses the wheel, and he flips that thing about 5 times and destroys the car. And Richard said that they had to basically hitchhike home with anybody they could get a ride with, because that was their transportation. But anyway, how do you go back to your neighbor and tell him, hey, your car's back in Charlotte, destroyed into little pieces?
Well, wasn't that the story? Who was the lady that came down and raced and was going back to Charlotte? The husband?
Oh, yeah, okay, that was Louise Smith. Louise Smith, yeah, there's something about Louise in here. She had a brand new Ford that her husband had bought. And she had been driving, he did not like her driving race cars. In fact, she's featured in the new Cars 3 movie. But anyway, she took that brand new Ford to Daytona and she was going to come just watch. But the racing bug kind of got her, so she went and said, what the heck? And she entered the car in the race, and she totally destroyed it. So she came home on the bus. So she finally got home, and her husband, Noah, said, where's the car? She said, oh, that old piece of junk was no good. It broke down in Georgia, and I had to take a bus home. Well, what she didn't know was that the morning paper had her on the front page saying, Daytona Beach. How do you get out of that one?